Hello, I'm Janae Tibshirani with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of further signs tighter lending restrictions across the ditch are taking the steam out of the housing market. Australian Bureau of Statistics figures show the value of loans approved for investment housing fell 6.1% from September to October, putting it at its lowest level since June last year. Having peaked in April, the value of investor loans have dropped by 15% in the 3 months to October. Meanwhile, the value of loans approved for owner-occupier housing rose 0.4% in October. Overall, the total value of housing finance was down 2% over the month. Economists say weaker population growth and a huge supply pipeline mean the housing market is likely to keep cooling throughout next year, but not bottom out until 2017. There fears China may be sucked into a Japanese-style deflationary trap. While China's consumer price index rose 1.5% in November from the same period last year, it remained well under the government's 2015 price target of 3%. A 2.3% uplift in food prices year on year boosted the overall figure. However, the price of milk and other dairy products fell 0.7%. China's CPI was flat on the previous month. As for its producer price index, this dropped in line with expectations at 5.9% compared to November last year. The manufacturing sector continued to stagnate, forcing companies to drop their wholesale prices to stay in business. Falling 0.5% from October, November marked the index's 45th straight month of decline. Data out of the US indicates stockpiles of unsold merchandise will again be a drag on growth. US wholesale inventories fell by 0.1% in October as businesses stepped up efforts to reduce the excess goods they had from record back-to-back increases in inventories in the first 2 quarters of the year. October's drop has prompted economists to trim their fourth quarter GDP estimates by as much as 0.2 of a percentage point to 1.7% rate. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield benchmark inched up overnight to 2.24%. The US benchmark oil price remains at a low of $37 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just over $40 a barrel. The gold price is stable at $1,074 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar has weakened overnight to 66.2 US cents and 60.2 euro cents. It's up slightly to 92.1 Australian cents. The TWI is down 40 basis points to 71.4. All eyes will be on the Reserve Bank as it reviews the official cash rate this morning. I'm Janae Tibshirani, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.